cannot believe they are actually doing this. I am sitting here in my living room, typing this at 2 a.m., literally shaking with a mug of cold coffee because my brain is just short-circuiting over everything that just happened and everything that is about to happen on General Hospital. I have been watching this show religiously since 2015, and I have seen some wild, unhinged, completely off-the-wall storylines in my time, but this April 8th episode spoiler drop, it is sending me into an absolute tailspin. I need to vent, I need to scream, and I need to know that I am not the only one who is absolutely losing their mind over the sheer level of chaos they are about to unleash on Port Charles. Can we talk about this? Because if I don't get these thoughts out of my system right now, I am going to explode. And let us just start with the absolute worst of it all, because I am so incredibly furious I can barely see straight. Casius Phazon. Fake Nathan West. Whatever you want to call this absolute monster who has been parading around wearing the face of one of the purest, most beloved characters this show has ever seen, I knew he was bad news. We all knew he was bad news. But the way he just drops the mask and gets so incredibly harsh with Britt Westbourne, it makes my blood boil. I mean, Britt is literally fighting for her life right now. She's backed into a corner by Jen Sidwell, she is desperate, she is terrified, and what does her supposed brother do? He threatens her. He looks her dead in the eye and tells her that she is on thin ice. If you can't deliver, then sister or not, you are on your own. Are you kidding me? Because this is the thing that really gets me. Britt has been through hell and back. Remember when she first came to town and she was the Britch? Remember all her character development, all the time she tried to be better, all the time she protected the people she loved? And now she is trapped in this nightmare cold fusion prototype storyline, and her own flesh and blood, the twin brother of the man who used to be the moral compass of this town, is basically telling her he will feed her to the wolves if she doesn't do Sidwell's bidding. I hate it. I hate him. I know some people are loving this dark, twisted Phazon family dynamic, but personally, it just breaks my heart for Britt. She deserves so much better than this, and seeing Cassius use family loyalty as a weapon only to snatch it away is just sickening. I am dreading watching this scene play out because I know it is going to shatter whatever tiny sliver of hope Britt had left. But wait, I am getting ahead of myself, because the Cassius and Britt drama isn't even the most stressful part of the episode. Oh no, we have to talk about Dante, Lulu, and Rocco. I am sweating just thinking about this. Am I the only one who feels like they're watching a train slowly derail in slow motion? Dante is a detective. He is a good detective. He is Sonny's son, but he has that cop instinct, and he knows when people are lying to his face. So when he confronts Lulu and Rocco about Rocco's cut hand, you can just feel the tension radiating off the screen. And of course, it was Elizabeth Baldwin who inadvertently tipped him off about the hospital visit. Look, I love Liz, but sometimes she just drops these little nuggets of information that blow people's lives up, and this is one of those times. So Dante comes in asking the completely logical question, "Hey, why did my son go to the hospital for a hand injury and neither of you told me?" And Lulu and Rocco, bless their hearts, try to spin this ridiculous lie about a kitchen mishap. A kitchen mishap? Are we serious right now? You are trying to lie to Dante Falconeri, the man who interrogates hardened criminals for a living, and you go with, "Oops, slipped with a paring knife?" I can't. I just can't. I mean, I get why they are doing it. Rocco shot Ross Cullum. Rocco, this sweet, traumatized teenager, picked up a gun to save Jason Morgan and shot a WSB director. It is huge. It is life-ruining if it gets out. Lulu is in full mama bear protection mode, and I respect that, but she is so out of her depth here, and you can just see the panic in Lulu's eyes. She is helping her son sell this lie, but she knows. She knows that Dante is not going to just let this go. Dante is going to keep pulling at that thread, and eventually, he is going to put the clues together. He is going to realize that Rocco's injury matches Jason's fake confession injury. He is going to realize that the timeline matches the Pier 55 shooting. I am terrified for Rocco. I am terrified for Lulu. I am terrified for what this is going to do to Dante when he realizes his own son pulled the trigger and his ex-wife lied to his face about it. Remember when they tried to keep secrets like this in the past? Yeah, didn't work then either. It always blows up, and this explosion is going to be nuclear. Okay, back to the point. Let's pivot to the absolute catastrophic disaster that is brewing on the roads of Port Charles. Curtis and Jordan. Carly and Valentine. A massive fiery car crash. I am screaming! What is even happening? So, Curtis tells Jordan that something depends on her, and they are planning this beautiful, romantic night out at Charlie's Pub for the grand reopening. They are laughing in the car, they are happy, and you know what that means on a soap opera. Happiness is literally just the precursor to tragedy. Whenever characters are smiling and looking forward to the future, you know the writers are about to drop an anvil on their heads. I have been rooting for Curtis and Jordan to figure their stuff out. I really have. The chemistry is there, the history is there, and they just look so good together. But they are on the verge of being involved in this horrific crash, and it's not just them. Carly and Valentine Cassadine are tangled up in it too. Let's just pause and process this. Carly is driving around at night with Valentine, who is currently a fugitive hiding in her attic. They are stressed. Valentine looks serious. Carly looks like she is about to have a panic attack. And suddenly, bam! Engine on fire, metal crunching, absolute chaos. Why are they all crashing into each other? Was Carly speeding because she thought the WSB was tailing them? Did Curtis swerve to avoid them? Is someone going to die? I swear, if they kill off Curtis or Jordan right when they are finding their way back to each other, I am going to riot. And Carly. Carly has been playing with fire by hiding Valentine this whole time. Jack Brennan warned her, everyone warned her. But Carly is Carly, and she always thinks she knows best. Now she is in a burning car with a wanted man, and I don't know how she is going to explain this to the police. Oh hey Dante, yeah, just out for a midnight drive with the international fugitive you've been looking for. Don't mind the flames. It is going to be a disaster, and I am absolutely here for the drama, but my nerves are shot. And speaking of Charlie's Pub, we have to talk about Sonny and Christina. This whole grand reopening is giving me the worst kind of anxiety. Sonny Corinthos, standing there in his suit, looking at his daughter and telling her, "It's gonna be a great night." I mean, the irony is just dripping off the screen. Sonny knows exactly what is going on with Jen's Sidwell. He knows Sidwell just declared war on him at Marco's funeral. He knows that he is a target, and yet he is letting his daughter host this massive public event like everything is totally fine. Christina is up there on the mic, smiling, welcoming everyone to the new and improved Charlie's, completely oblivious to the fact that her father is currently embroiled in a mob war with a grieving, vengeful maniac. I love Christina. I really do. She has been through so much trauma, especially recently, and she just wants to have a win. She wants this pub to be successful, but Sonny is putting her right in the line of fire. Sidwell is out for blood. He literally ordered someone to get rid of her, permanently. What if he targets Christina to get back at Sonny for Marco? What if the pub gets shot up? I am pacing my floor just thinking about it. Sonny's arrogance is going to get someone he loves killed, and I am dreading the fallout. Then we have Trina and Gio. Sweet, precious Trina. She is struggling with stage fright before her performance at the pub. And Gio, who's honestly been such a breath of fresh air, steps up. He gives her this amazing pep talk, he promises they will get through it together, and he accompanies her on the guitar. It is such a beautiful, tender moment. It is the kind of soft, character-driven scene that makes me love this show so much. You see Trina overcoming her fears, stepping into her power, and sharing her talent with the world. It should be a triumph. But because the writers hate our happiness, the real disaster is waiting in the wings. The spoilers say Trina gets some bad news later, and we all know what that bad news is. Curtis, her stepdad, the man who has been a rock for her, is in that fiery car crash. Trina is going to go from this incredible high of conquering her stage fright to the absolute devastating low of finding out Curtis might be dying in a hospital bed. I am already crying. I am literally tearing up typing this. Trina has lost so much. She cannot lose Curtis too. The emotional whiplash of this episode is going to be too much to handle. I don't know if my heart can take watching Trina break down again. And finally, because this episode is just packed with conflict, we have Brooke Lynn Quartermain and Lucy Coe. Listen, I love Brooke Lynn. She is fierce, she is a Quartermain through and through, and she does not take crap from anyone. So when she sits down with Lucy for a catch-up session and things get tense, I am totally on BLQ's side. Lucy has been a mess lately. Her business practices are all over the place, and Brooke Lynn is right to call her out. We can't do business this way. Yes, Brooklyn, tell her. Lucy is so chaotic, and while it's fun to watch sometimes, it is a nightmare for anyone trying to actually run a company with her. Brooklyn addresses a problem and hopes Lucy is willing to fix it, but knowing Lucy, she is going to get defensive, she is going to deflect, and she is going to make it 10 times worse. It is a smaller stakes drama compared to the car crashes and the mob hits, but it is exactly the kind of soapy corporate warfare that I live for. Brooklyn is stepping into her power, and I am so ready to see her take charge. I don't even know how to wrap my head around all of this. We have Casius showing his true, terrifying colors. We have Dante inching closer to a truth that will destroy his family. We have a car crash that could kill 4 major characters. We have a mob war looming over a pub reopening. We have Trina's heart about to be broken. And we have corporate showdowns. This is classic General Hospital. This is the stuff that keeps me glued to my screen year after year, even when I am screaming at the television. I know some people are going to complain that it's too much, that the pacing is too fast, but honestly, I am here for the ride. I just need everyone to survive. I need Britt to find a way out. I need Rocco to be okay. I need Curtis and Jordan to walk away from that crash. But this is Port Charles, and nobody ever walks away unscathed. I am going to need an entire bottle of wine to get through this episode. If you need me, I will be hyperventilating on my couch until 2 p.m. Let's just hope we all survive this week.